actually can customize them, and I'll show you guys my customs. And I think if you check out my custom review, you've probably seen them. But here's this one. This actually is the yellow one, which is the second release. As you can see from the inner joints there, which I can't paint because if I move around, it will get, paint will just scrape out. So, as you can see, the joint is not there anymore. And that's what happened when you break the peg. So what I did is pretty much use one of the antennas and put it down here. And just hollow that part in. And I didn't use a drill. I used a screwdriver. Because I don't have tools way back. Don't try that. It will make your fingers numb. And you're probably laughing now because it sounds like a joke. But yeah, don't use a screwdriver. Don't screw. Okay, I'll stop. Anyways, so that was my break-in, as well as the joints like right there. And I'll probably zoom in. So here's a closer look of the joint. Pretty much what I use is a jumbo paper clips, like that. And maybe here's a better look over here. So what I did is just pretty much interlock them like that. And I eventually got a hand drill, so it made my work a little bit easier. And it does give me quite the articulation there. So I'm quite happy that worked out. So that actually happened to this lower joint as well. Yeah, it's quite fragile. But in the beginning it's okay. But once you start moving it a lot, it will break. So Stikfas has limitations. So try not to post them often. Oops. But yeah. So here's what you can do with them. You can customize them, add more stuff. This is pretty much air dry clay. This is a torso of another Stikfas kit which I cut in half. It's an extra one. And more air dry clay. Yep. As you can see, from this one to this one. So if you don't like to add paint or sculpting like that, you can also do kit bash, which pretty much you can use different parts from other kits and you bash them together, or not bash them together, but put them together and make your own. So here's what I did. As you can see, I've used the arms on this one for the arms and the upper leg. And actually this is from the horse, the lower part. And this is the upper body as well. Yep. And this is actually a horse feet. And this is from the pirate kit. And this is pretty much the foot, what do you call that? When you ride a horse, the foot thing. But I added there because it's kind of look like a shade, and you can raise it up, reveal the eyes, and it just becomes an ear, looks like bunny ears, which is kind of interesting. And this one is actually a handle for the chainsaw from the Fireman kit, and you can also put this in replacement with the hand. So there's a lot of possibilities. Yep. So that's another thing you can do with the robot kit. And actually I'll show you my other customs, which is a bit more elaborate. If you haven't seen this one, well, here's another chance to see this one again. This is combining the dragon and the robot. Well, I pretty much just used the arms here, as you can see. And closer. And here's a closer look. It's kind of hard to see, but what I did is I used sprue bits. I put it on top of the hand, as well as the tip for the claws. And I actually used the shoulder armor of the knight, and just add a bit of, for the back of the palm or back of the hand, and added more spruce, which is makes it a cool, interesting hand effect. Yep. And if you're wondering what these things are, these are zip ties. So here's another custom that you can do with a Mechana robot, which does require a lot of sculpting and thinking outside the box. So what you do is, as you can see, this is pretty much a flip over version of this kit. Yep. So the legs and the feet are become the ears, and the waist becomes the head, and the head becomes the waist, as you can see there. And this is pretty much a lower torso of another kit, I think the Omega, and this is pretty much sculpted, and I just stick it into one of the another joint there. It's quite heavy, and the shade is from the Ember, and pretty much, which I'm gonna on the gun. This is pretty much a kit bash from several kits. Yep. As you can see, I put the vents on the back of the palm. I put the ray gun there as the forearm, and I've added a little bit of wires for the veins. Yep. Actually, it's kind of hard to move this because of all the paint I put there. And for this side, since actually I've used the other part of the hand for another custom, I think you showed, it's the one with the skeleton one, I think I showed it in my other video. I made another hand, and it's pretty much from those claws, which I stick together, and actually you can move them. Which is pretty cool. So you have like 5 claw thingy. Yep. And let's remove this jacket. So here's the were-rabbit without the jacket. And actually, if you're wondering what the jacket is made of, it's made of scotch tape. And actually painted some carrots in the back. So I had to sculpt this from air dry clay, have him very muscular. It's a shame though, I'm covering it with jacket. But yep, pretty much I went online and found the pictures of Hulk and copied the muscles there. Yep. And the back. Yep, he's really ripped. That's one mutated bunny. And there you go. As you can also see, one of the leg joint there broke. So I have to use my technique of using a paper clips, which is working pretty good. Yep. So that's I guess pretty much sums up my review for this kit. There's a lot of possibilities with this one. So if you manage to find this one, consider yourself very lucky, because the black one is a little bit better than the yellow one. Yep, this one is made from the yellow one as well. But if you find a black one, yep, it's pretty good, because it's very sturdy. And I guess that's pretty much sums up my review for the Stikfas Mechana robot. Again, this is Meats. Thank you for watching.